friends and colleagues. It's a singular pleasure and honor for me to send you this brief message to mark the publication of El Arte de la Geografia. Heroic patience on Professor Joan Nogué's part has made its birth possible. Perhaps I'm foolish to say this, but at age 87, I have wondered whether anything I wrote has a lifespan longer than the flavor of the month. One book that will last longer and may indeed endure is the one launched today. If only because the topics it broaches, place, space, and identity, are perennial and will not cease to be asked so long as we continue to ponder over who we are and can be. As to the chapters I contributed to that book, their style will make them seem dated, even if the topics themselves are timeless. Is there an exception? If there is, it is likely to be the interview conducted between Juan and me, for its style is conversational, and conversation can never pass out of fashion so long as we humans retain our full humanity. Now, have I changed my views about space, place, and identity? After all, I first addressed them almost a half-century ago. The answer is no, and yes. No, my views have not changed. What I wrote in the 1970s, I still see as valid and useful. But yes, my views have shifted a little because my experience in recent years has made me give more emphasis, more importance to the depths of human rootedness in place, a depth that is ineradicable. What brought about this shift in emphasis? Well, in the year 2005, after an absence of 64 years, I returned to China for a brief visit. In the time I lived abroad, I lost fluency in my native tongue, and China turned into a modern country radically different from the one of my childhood. When I revisited China, I felt myself to be a stranger in it. And yet, in conversations with Chinese friends, I quickly lapsed into using the word we, as in we shouldn't have built the Great Wall, or we should have fought harder against Japanese invaders. By we, I meant we Chinese. In contrast, even though I became a naturalized American citizen in 1974, I never used the word we to imply identification with the whole country. I do say we Madisonians when debating with Milwaukeeans, or we Wisconsinites when arguing with Iowans, but not we as in we Americans. Yet, for all this discovery of my deep-rootedness in my birthplace, I remain a cosmopolite, content, and fulfilled in my adopted country. Why? Because I've come to see the possibility of feeling at home almost anywhere in the world. And this is because almost anywhere in the world there is the possibility of encountering human goodness. Human goodness blesses place, making it feel simultaneously home-like and sacred. For me, then, it is not true that home can only be where one's ancestors are buried. And this is because goodness, that bolt of grace out of the blue, has a way of striking anytime, any place. In my twilight years, it is this kind of awareness that persuades me of the profound link between the study of space and place and the study of philosophy, ethics, and even theology. Humanist geography is, from this perspective, a core discipline in the humanities, one worthy of a lifetime of dedicated reflection and research. Where, you might ask, is the center of such dedication? Not, in my opinion, in the USA, even though a new magazine called Geohumanities is published in Washington, D.C. Rather, it is in the capital of Catalan culture and civilization, Barcelona. Thank you.